So I think we're just waiting for all the counselors to get back online here. All right, so we're going to introduce ourselves.
Hi, guys. Sorry for the little technical difficulty, but we're back on. My name is Miss Chavez Casas, and I have the first part of the alphabet. So if your last name starts between the letter A and the last name of Castro, you'll come to me. Okay. As you can see, I have the first part of the Castros all the way to the letter T. And this Ms. Garcia will continue. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Garcia, and I have the student first name U through Z all the way to FAR like Franco.
Hi, good morning, seniors. My name is Mr. Tran. I have the third part of the alphabet, working with students with the last name FRE all the way to HUR.
Good morning, Red Devils. My name is Mr. Marco Garcia, and I'll be working with students whose last names start with the letters HUS, all the way through with students whose last names start with the letter MILLA, such as Millan.
Good morning, seniors. My name is Miss Vallejo Paez, and I have the most confusing alpha breakdown from last names MILLE all the way through PELA. So if you get confused, I will too. Just come and we'll help you out.
Hey everyone, so it's Miss Luan Singh. I'm going to keep my camera off because I'm recording, so I think that's what's freaking out our presentation today. So I have the students with last names PELE to Sanchez.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Arroyo, and I have the privilege of working with the very end of the alphabet, SAND, like Sandoval, all the way through Z.
Okay, so here's hoping that the internet is going to continue to work for us here on out, because we have a lot of important information to cover with you guys. So we're going to give you a bunch of info overload, but we're hoping that at least by the time you walk away from this presentation, you'll be able to do these three things. So identify important dates relevant to senior year. So senior year is full of deadlines, you guys. So we really need to be on top of it and knowing what those dates and deadlines are so that they don't pass us. Determine what requirements or what classes you have left in order to be able to graduate and walk across that stage. And then recognize actions and action steps for post-secondary planning. So we are going to start thinking about what we are going to be doing after high school, because it's right around the corner. We're going to give you a bunch of different options and some action steps for you to start working towards that post-secondary planning.
So our check-in process is twofold. The first step is this presentation today, where we will front load a lot of information for you. All this information will be posted in your Google Classroom along with the links to the survey in the beginning. So you can go back and review some of the information we're going to talk about today. Part two is an individual meeting with your counselor. Now that's optional. So after listening to the presentation today, if you've got questions, you need clarification, you just want to review it again with your counselor, that's all good. Write down any questions that you might have while we're talking today. And at the end of the presentation, we'll give you the steps on how to make that appointment, and we can answer all of your questions in that individual one-on-one meeting.
So of course, as we know, seniors, time flies. So it's up to you to be the navigator in this journey. So as we know, the last few years of high school have gone by like the blink of an eye. So you could just imagine your senior year is gonna go by just as quick. But to help you navigate through your senior year, as Ms. Luangzi mentioned, the first part is this presentation, which all of you will have access to by the end of the week in your Google Classroom. You're going to be provided with so many resources to help you navigate your post-secondary plans and make the best choice for yourself. So please don't waste time and take advantage of the resources we're going to be providing you. And as Ms. Luansing mentioned, we welcome and encourage you to please make that appointment with your counselor sooner than later so that we could go ahead and answer any individual questions you may have.
Hi, guys. And as we've mentioned about time and keeping track of dates, here it is. We are going to try to update this screen as soon as we get updates and new dates and more information. That way, you guys will always have this screen to refer to for those important dates. So right now, what we have is a couple of those college deadlines. So the UCs and the CSU applications are due November 30th. Okay, our financial aid site will open October 1st, and the deadline is March 2nd. We do have a couple financial aid nights, which the dates are there. And then we'll keep adding and updating. So if you're always wondering, if you're ever wondering, when is that deadline? When do I need to do this by? Always refer to this sheet, okay? This particular screen. And as you can see at the bottom, that's that important date that we're all hoping for. That's graduation date. Right now, we have it listed as June 2022. But the actual date for graduation is still to be determined. So remember, always check back to this screen. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, the next section of the presentation, we're going to talk about post-secondary plans. So as you can see, there are different categories. We will talk to you a little bit about each category, but we definitely encourage you at a later time to please click on each of these categories, especially the ones you're interested in, so that you could get all of the information. And we will definitely help you along the way if you have any questions.
Okay, seniors, one of your options for, after graduating from high school is joining the U.S. military. We do have the armed forces, a different branch of armed forces that come to our campus during lunchtime. You can visit them in the lunch quad area. You can always approach them and ask them any questions regarding the military. If you're interested in having your parents talk to the military recruit as well, the main officer recruiter that we do have that's closest to us is on Terra Nova Plaza on 8th Street. Again, there's some, a few benefits with joining the military, finding your purpose, purpose and direction for your future, college tuition assistance, learning valuable skills, and then maybe earning a higher income potential to join the military.
So in addition, the truth is that a lot of our seniors, a lot of you seniors want to start working after high school. You want to join the workforce. You feel the need to get to work, and that's understandable. So the San Diego Workforce Partnership is an awesome organization here in San Diego. They're funded by the state, and you can click there on their link, and there is a multitude of different options there and different resources. A lot of it is free. They have options for internships, job shadowing, career exploration. Those of you that really want to work on your resume, they have workshops for that as well. So for those of you that are really looking to jump into the workforce, start working, start making some cash, the San Diego Workforce Partnership is an awesome option for you.
In addition to that, we also have adult education career technical training through our adult schools. So our closest adult school is National City Adult, which is over there by 24th Street Trolley Station, if you've ever seen it. And in order to start any of their certificated programs, all you have to do is be 18. So once you turn 18, you can go and check out all the different classes that they have to offer. Some of them are certificates to start a career, and then other ones are used as stepping stones. So one of the really popular ones, for example, is the CNA, which is the Certificate of Nursing Assistant. That one is used if you eventually want to go up to be an RN or any type of nurse. So there are different things that you can check out. The link is at the bottom, but they're very affordable, very low cost, and a lot of students work on these these while they also work on their other education, or they'll do these while they're also working.
Another great option for students after they graduate from high school is doing the apprenticeship program. If I can reference the website below, the calapprenticeship.org, I highly recommend visiting that website because they'll give you all the information that you do need regarding career in apprenticeship program. It is free. You have to be 18 years of age, have a high school diploma, possess a good attitude, basically, do a couple of tests. The benefit is that as you're going through your training, you can earn money because they do pay you as you go into the apprenticeship program. And also, depending on the apprenticeship program, they also give you health benefits as well. So on the website, there's a different type of apprenticeship program that you can go into, anywhere from carpenter to roofer to floor covering to mechanic. Even I believe I saw culinary there as well. So again, apprenticeship program is a viable option for a lot of our seniors, and I highly recommend that you click on the calapprenticeship.org website or explore that website. It'll give you more information regarding the apprenticeship program.
And the options continue. So the other option that many seniors may be exploring for after high school is attending college. And even within that, you have various options available at your fingertips. Here in the state of California, you'll see that you have over 100 community colleges to choose from. And Cal State's UCs and independent universities, you have 23 Cal States, 10 UCs, and over 70 independent universities to choose from. As we've mentioned throughout the presentation, you will have access to this resource at your fingertips. So as you begin researching which option would be the best for you, you could come back to this slide, just click on the link next to, so for community colleges, if that's your plan, you want to maybe take care of your general ed courses at the community college and then maybe apply to transfer to a university, or possibly you want to complete an associate's program at the community college. All you have to do is click on that link. It'll take you to all the different community colleges throughout California. Of course, we know locally here, we have Southwestern Community College, but just our quick little neighbors not too far away is City College, Mesa, Grossmont, and Cuyamaca. Now, for those students that are planning and have prepared themselves to apply to a four-year university, as I've mentioned, we have the 23 Cal States. So you could click on this link to explore all the different Cal States available to you. Under that link is the UC one, where you could explore the 10 UC campuses, and then, of course, the independent universities. And as you explore those schools, some of the tips I would share with you is think about location. Where do you see yourself living the next few years? Do you want to live far away from home, or would you like to stay close to home? And also, very importantly, is the field of study. Remember, each university has different programs that they specialize in. So you definitely want to take a moment to explore what programs are available to you and match something that's within your interest.
Thank you, Ms. Arroyo, for great advice. The next slide is for those who are planning to go to a higher education, whether it's community college or for university. Again, one of the things that I do want to express about the community college is that it is a viable option for a lot of our seniors. I myself went to a community college first before transferring to a four-year university. Even though I got accepted to a four-year university, I had to ask myself a certain question, am I mature enough to go into a four-year university? Do I feel prepared? Financially was another issue also for me. So for me, going to community college was a viable option. There's one suggestion that I do want to make for you, for those students who are going to community college, is that be very, very, very mindful of your grade point average, because your GPA is going to be the driving force of when you're going to be able to transfer, where you're going to be able to transfer, and what program you're going to be able to transfer to when you transfer into the full university. Again, the GPA, again, starts over again once you go to community college or higher education. Your high school GPA does not follow you into higher education. So please take note of that. For university, again, there are some requirements that you do need to fulfill. Some of the university are taking or not needing to take the SAT or ACT. So check with the school that you're applying for to make sure that you follow the requirements. All classes that you do have in high school, we do prepare you to take the college prep courses, trying to meet the minimum A to G requirement. The key note here is that you have to have a C grade or better. the GPA itself is one of the factors when it comes to applying for university and whether you get accepted or not. But it is not the only sole factor. There's some other factors that the university also take into consideration, like your background, your leadership, your community service, special circumstances, and such. When it comes to out-of-state and private colleges, there's thousands and thousands of private state and private colleges throughout the United States. I highly recommend that you visit their website to explore more of the requirements and deadlines that you need to fulfill. Again, the full university is a place where you can earn your bachelor's degree, master's degree, and or doctorate programs.
So Mr. Tran and Ms. Arroyo just gave a lot of good information. They pretty much said it all. So this page just gives a lot of other resources as you're doing that research. So counselors are here for you, parents are here for you, your teachers are here for you to support you in your college search. But a big piece of that and an important piece of that is having you guys do the research on your own, because you know yourself the best. So I know Ms. Arroyo mentioned you really need to start thinking about, do I want to go to a big school? Do I want to go to a smaller school? Do I want to stay in San Diego and do my college and university here in San Diego? Or do I want to leave town? Do I want to go out of state? Do I want to go up north? Do I want to go to the Bay Area? So those are all factors that you have to think about. And the last thing that I want to say is it's okay if you're sitting there as a senior right now and you don't know exactly what you want to do after high school. Many students don't know. So that's why this process is so important for you to really start searching, start looking for what your interest is and being able to match that interest to a possible career, a possible major, a field of study as you enter college.
Okay, now a lot of you are probably hoping to apply to our local CSU, San Diego State. So because of that, because it's our local school, we have that partnership with our district at SDSU, which is the Compact for Success. So these are the updated Compact for Success requirements for your guaranteed admission for the class of 2022. So you have to you have to have continuous enrollment in the district from grades 9 through 12. You have to demonstrate college readiness in English and college readiness in math. Now, because San Diego State is no longer requiring SATs for admissions, the way to demonstrate college readiness is by getting at least a B or higher for both semesters of your English class and your higher level math class, okay? You still have to complete the A through G requirements, so all those classes with a C or higher that they want. You need to have a 3.2 GPA at the time of application. So when we apply in October, November, you need to have at least a 3.2 in your 10th and 11th grade GPA, and meet all of their enrollment deadlines. And then the last important piece is you cannot have any D's or F's during senior year in any subject. So it doesn't matter if it's an A through G class. It doesn't matter if it's something that, was an elective. If they see any D's or F's on your transcript during senior year, they will pull your admissions.
All right, so we went through lots of different options for after high school. So we talked about the military, joining the workforce right after high school, maybe some apprenticeship programs, maybe continuing at the community college or going straight into a four-year university. So we wanted to give you all of your options, all of your resources, so you can make an informed decision as to what is the best fit for you. So like we said, you will have access to this presentation. There are lots of links in this presentation for you to explore a little further and then consult with your counselor if you have additional questions.
And as you're researching all of these options, one thing that you might want to consider that's another great resource is revisiting the onetonline.org website, where you could take a career interest survey to kind of get a sense of what is that career that you want to pursue down the road. Some of you may remember back to 10th grade year when you came through the counseling center and we did this activity, and it populated for you different careers that you may be interested in based on just your answers to the questions. It also provided you with some information about how much income you would probably make within that career, and to just kind of give you a sense, will that help provide for the lifestyle that I want down the road? So definitely would encourage you, if you're having a little bit of a hard time, maybe not sure exactly what direction to go, maybe take a moment to redo this survey and check out to see maybe it's the same results as it was back in 10th grade year, or you may be surprised that you may have different new career interests available to you that will help you navigate through that search this year in preparing for your post-secondary plans.
So this next slide deals with different options. As we've been talking about, as you've been seeing the different categories and different options for everybody, you're probably thinking, okay, I'm going to go straight to a 4-year, maybe I'm going to go straight to community. But at some point, maybe that might not be working out for you. So we want to let you know that there are different combinations, pathways for everybody in order for you to reach your career goal or your goal of going to a certain university. So take a look at this slide and just realize that there are different combinations in order for you to reach your goal.
For those seniors who are planning to apply for university, the month of October, November is the window of opportunity for you to start applying for the CSU and UC. When you do apply for it, or when you start to apply for it, it's a self-navigating website that you can kind of walk it through yourself. I highly recommend that you have your transcript with you when you fill out the application. But for those of you who need assistance in the month of November, Monday to Thursday from 2:45 to 3:45, the counselor is going to be there to help and guide you through the process and answer any questions that you may have regarding your college application. For those who are applying for the community college, you will also have the same opportunity, but it will be in the spring semester where we will open up the counseling center to assist you in your community college application.
Now, again, we've given you a lot of information, and it's all about choices and having those doors open for you guys. And only you guys can make that determination, okay? But many times, that decision is based on your financial status. And at this point, we want to tell you guys, don't let that financial issue or that money situation kind of worry you, okay? Because there is a process, there's an application for you to receive assistance to pay for your college, your school, your vocational school, your trade school, okay? So right now, we want you guys to keep those doors open, do the different options. If you really have your heart set on attending a vocational school, a trade school, a university, a college, do it. Don't let the money issue stop you at this point, okay? We will be talking about financial aid as the months and the weeks go by, but just to kind of get you guys started, financial aid application does open up October 1st. And it goes all the way through March 2nd. We wanted to already have you guys have accessible the link, okay? So if you are a documented student or are a U.S. citizen, you guys will be applying to the first one. It's called FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, okay? If you are not a documented student, then I would have you fill out the California DREAM Act application, okay? Or for short, CARA, okay? If you are unsure of which of the two to do, talk to us, okay? Email us, come over, and we will help you determine which one you need to fill out. But it doesn't matter what status you have, you will have that assistance to help you financially pay for your school, okay? Now, The site, like I said, does not open until October 1st, but you can start. You can start with the process. You can actually begin obtaining your FSA ID. That will be your username and your like electronic signature to submit your applications. Okay. There is a step-by-step video, which we've added it to this screen. Okay. And the site to start your FSA ID. There will be multiple questions. Please save your username and your password and your login, because you are the only one that has access to that. Okay. Put it somewhere safe. Don't share it with anyone. And part 2, one of your parents will need it, okay, to get their FSA ID. All righty. Now, we're not just giving you slides and letting you go off and try to figure it out. No, 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 no. There is help, okay? So our district will be having virtual Zoom meetings. They're going to be held on these 4 days, okay? You do have to sign up for one of them. And we encourage you to share it with your parents. Have them join you. There will be one in Spanish that will be on November 10th. Okay. All 4 of them are exactly the same information. We just wanted to give you options again. Okay. Sometime, for some people, October 27th won't work. Okay. But maybe November 10th will. So select the one that best suits you and your parent. Come and learn about the process, what you're going to be needing. What is the process like? What are the steps? What you can and cannot qualify for? Okay, so we're calling it Financial Aid 101. So make sure that you RSVP. That's how you're going to get the Zoom link emailed to you. Okay, now in addition to that, our district with UCSD and some of the state universities and the County of San Diego have paired up. So there's going to be additional financial aid webinars. Okay. And these next 2 slides have the different webinars and what they're going to be covering. If you need more information, want more details about the different programs in regards to financial aid, join them. They're free. They're free. You can join and then you can leave. Okay. If you need more detail or information about these, there's different dates. They go up to next semester. Please, please, please join. Okay. And to help you out with the process as well, if you get stuck, you can also come and meet with your counselor. You can make that appointment. You can email us, or also second semester. Maybe around the end of January, but definitely February on Tuesday, Thursdays, we will again open up the counseling center for you guys to come in to receive that additional help. Okay, but please have your FSA ID done and completed by the time you have your meeting with your counselor, or if you're going to be coming in February to get that extra help so we can do the process smoothly. All righty. And last but not least, we wanted to give you a heads up regarding the Promise Grant. I'm sure you've been listening to the news, the commercials, even your social media about community college being completely free for 2 years. Okay. I want to tell you that, yes, in California, that is true. But again, it is a process. There's a couple applications you need to submit. Okay. One of them is you need to apply to that community college. It just won't happen. You need to fill out their online application. 2, you need to fill out also your FAFSA or the DREAM Act, depending on which one you need to fill out. And then thirdly, you need to do the Promise Grant application that corresponds to that community college you are going to be attending. Okay, I've included the eligibility criteria and also the steps. So it doesn't matter. It could be Southwestern College, or it could be City, it could be Grossmont, or whichever community college in the state of California you want to apply to. Do not forget to submit this 3rd application, which is the Promise Grant application. All righty. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, next is scholarships. So a lot of students have questions about scholarships. So remember, this is separate from the financial aid application. So you will be applying for scholarships separately. And everyone has questions about who can get a scholarship. So we have scholarships for almost everybody. Students who are interested in a certain career, in a certain major, students who have high GPAs, students going to community college. So there's many kinds of scholarships. but it is your job to check out our website, SuhaiCounseling.com. I will post new scholarships on there every month. There are deadlines and there are different scholarships. Okay, so we invite you to check out the website every month, apply. Okay, sometimes you'll need recommendations. If you need a recommendation from a teacher or your counselor or somebody else, please ask them way ahead of time. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month at least, in order so that person can have enough time to write that recommendation for you. So please check it out. You can apply for a scholarship every month if you want. Okay, well, good luck, everybody.
So we're moving beyond your plans after high school and financial aid and scholarships, and now into the topic of your credits. Now, before you have that one-on-one meeting with your counselor, we would like for you to review your transcript, and we're going to give you directions on how to find your transcript on Infinite Campus in just a second. But when you do take a look at your transcript, you want to look on the second page up at the top, and you want to look at the column that says outstanding. Okay. The outstanding column is what's telling you how many credits you still have left in order to graduate from high school. Now, if you notice that you are missing some credits or you failed some classes and you're not quite sure if you need to make those up or not, that's a conversation that you can have with your counselor during that one-on-one meeting. Now, you should have received an email from Dr. Salazar in the last day or so about credit recovery. There is a link in that email to sign up for credit recovery. So take a look at that link. If you're not quite sure how to fill that out, reach out to one of us and we can help you do that.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Lawansing. And just as she mentioned, there is a way for you to access your transcript, and it is right at your fingertips. Here is a simple 5-step process on being able to download your own transcript. So the first step is you're going to want to log into your Infinite Campus, username and password. Once you're logged in, step 2, you're going to go up to the top left area where the 3 bars are and select that. It's going to pop, a little drop down is going to pop up for you, step 3, and you're going to go ahead and scroll down to where you read more. You're going to go ahead and select more, and then on your screen to the right, something that reads quick links will pop up for you. And from there, you're going to want to go ahead and go to the 4th line where it says transcript report. You're going to select the transcript report, and then it's going to populate for you step 5, a page that looks like this. From here, you're going to just select generate transcript. Once you select that button, your individual transcript will populate for you. It'll start with page 1. Page 1 will show the specific courses that you've taken throughout high school from 9th grade all the way through 11th grade year, including your senior year courses that you're enrolled in. When you go ahead and select page 2, it'll look very similar to the page that Ms. Lawangsing went over, except that on that outstanding box, it's going to relate it to the 26 credits now with the California Grant Plan. If you have any problems accessing your transcript, please don't hesitate to email your counselor and we can figure out a way to help you with that. But it is a great tip that Ms. Lawangsing mentioned to get access to that before your meeting, so that way you're ready to come in prepared with the questions that you have for your counselor.
Now, when you're looking at the back of that transcript and you see how many credits are outstanding, you might also notice that you no longer need those 44 credits to graduate. So due to the pandemic, our district has changed the graduation requirements for the class of 2022, and you now only need to have 26 credits in order to graduate. However, these are very specific 26 credits. So as you'll see below, you need 6 credits of English. So you might be done with that and on the back of your transcript. But for most of you under social science, you'll still see 2 outstanding. And the reason for that is because your government and econ class are required classes for you to graduate, which means you need to pass them with a D or higher in order to graduate. Okay. 4 semesters of math, 4 semesters of science, 2 semesters of either a visual and performing arts or a world language, and your 4 PE credits. Okay. If you see anything that's there that you feel like you still need to make up, that's where the credit recovery comes into play. So you can always talk to your counselor about that. The CSU UC A through G requirements remain the same. So you'll still see the 8 semesters of English. So if you're planning on applying, you still have to make sure that you get a C or higher in all of those A through G classes.
Okay, seniors, there's a lot of information that we provided in the past, 40 minutes or so. A lot of dates, deadlines, links. Again, as mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, you can go to your Google Classroom 2022 Google Classroom, and the code's provided there where you can access this presentation or access any information that we're going to push through social media regarding the class of 2022. Again, I highly recommend that you visit the Google Classroom, and to receive more information regarding this presentation or any other information that we will be releasing to the senior class.
All right, and that's it. So as you can see, senior year is full of important stuff. So please don't get senioritis. Remember that everything that happens senior year is still going to show up on your transcript, your official transcript. So all your classes still matter. You want to make sure that we are trying our best. But that is it for this presentation. So what you'll see here is our post survey, and we have the link there. At the bottom of the post survey is going to have the option to schedule an appointment with your counselor. So go ahead and complete it, please. And then once you get to the bottom, if you want to schedule an appointment, if you say yes, that's how we will know, and we can reach out to you to set that up. Now, if you don't want an appointment right now, you're good. That's fine. You can always say no. And then later on, if you change your mind, or, maybe something comes up and you decide you want an appointment towards the end of the semester, that's fine. You can always reach out to your counselor as well. But if everyone can complete the post survey, if you don't have your computer up right now, it'll be linked to your Google Classroom. So please make sure you do it before the end of the week.
All right, so that concludes our presentation. We want to thank you very much for your kind attention, students. Again, reach out to us if you have any questions, and all this info will be in your Google Classroom tomorrow. We're waiting for tomorrow because we want to visit all the classrooms first, and then we'll dump all this information into your Google Classroom, okay? So we hope you are well. We hope everything goes well this year, and we are here to support you in every which way we can. So thank you for your kind attention today.
Bye, seniors. Have a great day.